I still can't like hear anything. Can you?
No.
That'll
Wait, hold on
that'll
one
only
sec.
happen once we go
Are
live.
we live yet or no? Can you hear me any of those? We can't hear each other, but I don't remember how to fix that. So it's not like the biggest concern. So yeah, that's fine. Make it what? Are we like live right now or no? So can they hear us right now? Are we?
I don't think so.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, happy Friday, and welcome to the Flex. For tonight's CA draft game, the visiting Christopher Newport Captains, and your South Carolina Gamecocks. We're going to start tonight off with the starting lineup first. For the visitors, the Christopher Newport University Captains. On 4, number 22, Zane Quigley. On 4, number 19, Jonathan Mata. On 4, number 18, Dimitri Rinaldi. And defenseman, number 11, Kevin Donnelly. And defenseman, number 4, John Luster. And in goal for the Captains, number 24, Delaney Bursley. And now, let's start for your favorite hockey school, the South Carolina Number 20, freshman from Flanagan, South Carolina, Gamecocks. Up forward, number 9, a sophomore from Charleston, South Carolina, Marco Pineda. Up forward, number 8, a freshman from Summit, New Jersey, Jake a defenseman, number 15, a junior from Wicked, New Hampshire, Bobby Delaney. A defenseman, number 5, a sophomore from Marshfield, Massachusetts, Sean Reed. And in goal tonight for your Gamecocks, your brick wall, number 30, a senior from Williston Park, New York, Liam And now, will the Lord please rise and remove your hat for today's playing of the Star Spangled Banner. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is a very special night as we celebrate Military Appreciation Night. And we have a very special guest here continue our ceremonial puck drop. As a United States Marine, Jared Evans served with the 2nd Reconnaissance Battalion and 2nd Force Reconnaissance Company out of Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. He deployed in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom from 2006 to 2007, and currently serves as the Executive Director of the Department of Veterans and Military Affairs at USC. Jared also serves on several military non-profit organizations in the community, including the 9/11 Remembrance Foundation of South Carolina, Friend of Fisher House, Dorn VA Medical Center, Midland's Veteran Engagement Council, and South Carolina Education Group. Ladies and gentlemen, for our ceremonial puck drop, Jared Evans. Thank you so much, Jared, and thank you so much for your service for our country. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Jared Evans. And now, Gamecock Nation, I have one question for you. Are you ready? It's time for Gamecock Hockey!
All right, and we're coming to you live here from the Cox Coop in Irmo, South Carolina. I'm Spencer Ball, joined by JP Barry. And we got a good one tonight, JP, as the Christopher Newport University captains come here to face the Gamecocks here.
Yeah, it should be it's a nice non-conference matchup between a team from the ACCHL and the CHS. One of those is, you know, a little more tough than the other, but we're not going to get into any it means more arguments tonight, are we, Spencer?
Definitely not. Both teams are definitely finding some success as of late, as the Gamecocks are winners of 8 straight. Christopher Newport, winners of 2 straight. Some massive wins against VMI.
Yeah, I mean, just unbelievable. They have the most goals in the ACCHL with 118, and the vast majority of those came through their matchup with the Virginia Military Institute cadets. Keydets, excuse me. That's a very important distinction for them. They won 29-1 and 17-0 before this past weekend's set against UNC Wilmington. But Christopher Newport started the year 5-9, won 6 straight, then lost their last 2. They sit at 11-11, but 3rd in the ACCHL.
And the Gamecocks, 22-2 on the season. Right now, they're first in the CHS standings based on points. University of Tampa is still undefeated, but the Gamecocks have played more games. But nonetheless,
Just keep on winning.
just a minute in here in the first period. Not a lot going on, but I got a feeling this is going to be a good one here. Military Appreciation Night here at the Plex.
Yeah, had a cool. They had nice camo warm-up jerseys. I thought they kind of pulled a reverse Trojan horse on them. They came out with the normal garnet and black, but you can't argue against this uniform combo.
Definitely, the camo was a little bit hard to see, but definitely a good tribute there early in the game. And one thing to note for the Gamecocks, it is going to be Liam Gormley in goal today instead of Zach Hayes, who we saw last time around at the Palmetto Cup.
And what a game Hayes had. I mean, really. He wasn't tested all that much by Clemson, especially later on in the game, but he did what he had to do and held the Tigers to just 1 goal.
Definitely. So, God, and a captain skater just gets decked, and the Gamecocks almost retain possession of the puck there. So they will dump it up the ice there. And they're just a lot of physicality thus far. It's going to be Bolger now with the puck behind the net. He skates around. He's got Flaherty now. Over to Zach List. List frames it up, but it's going to be deflected by a defender. Bolger back to control it. Out to List. He gets one on net, but was knocked wide. Flaherty skates up and tries to control it. And it'll go behind net where Christopher Newport will look to control it, but they do not, as that's Greeley racing back to get it. Took a deflection off Bolger. Greeley with a shot save there. List with the shot deflected, double save there from the captain goalie. Very impressive work from him, as those were two good opportunities. As the captains will dump it down the ice for an icing call here.
Yeah, and big hits are going to be really what we expect tonight as both teams lead their respective leagues or are close to the top in penalty minutes. The Gamecocks 6th in the CHS with 333 minutes, and Christopher Newport well in first with 327 minutes in the ACCHL. So
and it's
two
Darian,
teams that really like their physicality to be felt by the opponents.
Especially in the first period. That's what we've seen a lot from the Gamecocks. They like to get aggressive early, set the tone. It's worked out so far. He can't complain being 22-2 on the season.
Yeah, the Gamecocks' last loss, December 4th, that 4-1 decision against the Florida Atlantic Owls. So it's been an outstanding stretch of games for South Carolina.
That was Jack Santoro with just an insane stick move. Makes the defender fall, and the crowd is loving that. This is another packed house here at the Plex.
Yeah, the fans are rowdy early in this one.
And that's commonplace here, you know. They always show up, and it's no surprise. Santoro will race back for the puck. He's got it along with Lindstad, Lazine, Mulcairn, and Smojais is the remaining skaters for him. Lazine has it to the left. He's going to take a deflection now as Lindstad controls it behind the goal. Smojais has it now. Back to Lindstad. Lazine has it in front of net, but good defense from the captains there to not allow him to get a shot off. DeChico's going to control it now. As
South Carolina's just living with the puck right now, Spencer.
And that's something we are very used to seeing is in the Palmetto Cup game we called it Greenville, excuse me. Clemson just had a hard time just maintaining any control of the puck. And it's
the first real offensive chance for Christopher Newport.
Yeah, and they're going to have to take advantage of the ones they get because right now they are not getting any.
Yeah. CNU not opposed to doing that, however. They're a very offensive-oriented team. First in goals for in the ACCHL. 5 players with 10 or more goals. First in shorthanded goals. They light up the scoreboard. Something South Carolina can definitely kind of appreciate and respect.
Definitely, and they're going to catch him in a line change here as Albers races up the ice, but couldn't manage to get a shot on goal now. It's going to be Pineda momentarily controlling it behind goal. Reed goes for the interception, but it is going to go all the way down the ice. No icing called there. Pineda now has it. It'll be cleared behind the Carolina goal where Reed will get the puck. He'll just slow it down for a second, get it over to DeChico. All the way up to Pineda now, gets it to Piscar. He's got Pineda again here. Pass to Albers, makes a great move and nothing Darian Bursley can do there is that's Garrett Albers with the goal coming off the assist from Marco Pineda. And they just, once they get out in front, there is nothing the captains could do there.
I mean, just what a move there. Albers, his 8th of the season. South Carolina, man, they get on you early. You make one small mistake, and just like that, it's 1-0.
I mean, you saw it. They were, Christopher Newport, they kind of made an interesting decision to chase all the way down the ice with the puck there, and it just left them very vulnerable. And they took advantage of it. It was a nice play by Pineda and Piscar. Get some nice passes to set up Albers. And there was nothing Bursley could do there. Incredible move.
Yeah, Darian Bursley definitely has his work cut out for him. This is just his 4th start of the season. It comes after their original starter did not perform very well, I guess to say, kind of being nice. But so he's coming in. This is his 4th start going up against the class of the CHS and the class of club college hockey.
Definitely, you definitely don't want to, your 4th start in and you're coming up against this powerhouse offense. Definitely tough. It's McGowan now putting a shot on goal.
We're already 6 minutes into this game without a whistle. Well, except for the one icing.
Yeah, that's that is something rare. As we've seen, at least for the game in the Gamecocks case, they do tend to get some penalties called on them, but a little more restrained here tonight. So they will control the puck behind the captain's goal here. McGowan has it now. Kind of a weird scrum for the puck. It's just Tommy Locken with it. His captains look to just hold the puck for just a second here, and they will corral it, but not for long, as McGowan's going to track back, and he's not going to get it cleanly.
Oh, that was almost a very dangerous opportunity for Christopher Newport. They almost had an A1 chance, just one-on-one with the goalie. And Gormley, thankfully, didn't have to make a big miraculous save. The pass was just a little too out in front.
Definitely, and that's kind of where South Carolina's had some mistakes this year when they almost play too aggressive. It leaves them vulnerable on the back end, but the goalkeeping play has been really solid this year, so you can't complain with the results.
Yeah, no, the trio of Gormley, Hayes, and Russell.
And that's Owen Thomas, just puts it top right over Bursley's head. And there's nothing he can do there, as it's goal number 2 for the Gamecocks. Owen Thomas, and what a player he is.
I mean, just what a move. Thomas is 15th of the season. South Carolina, he's the leading points man for the Gamecocks just in general. Just racks up the stats. And so far early, we're seeing the stars of South Carolina really come alive. And I don't want to say put this one to bed early, but Christopher Newport needs to respond and fast.
Definitely. And as of right now, as you mentioned, they only had really the one attempt, and, you know, nothing to write home about. And Thomas there, that was just kind of individual effort. It seemed like, you know, what just a great, well-played shot.
Yeah, a penalty coming up to South Carolina. It is number 21.
It's going to be Zach List heading to the box. Couldn't really see what happened there.
Yeah, it was behind the play. That's something you never want to see. Zachary List, the defenseman, one of South Carolina's best in that regard. And in a game between two teams that live in the penalty box, it's the Gamecocks who get caught red-handed first.
Yeah, and this could be the thing that maybe slows down the momentum for them and allows the captains to set up for a second.
One thing Christopher Newport I've been actually kind of impressed with is their ability to win on the boards against South Carolina. That's something Clemson and ECU both really struggled with.
Yeah, it's definitely hard against a team this physical and with this deep of a bench. You know, everyone is really talented on this team. They can just make subs all game long, and there's not much you can do about it.
As there was a really good pass from behind the net out in front. Unfortunately for Christopher Newport, there was just no one out in front of Gormley.
I saw this. Mulcairn will clear it. The Gamecocks just look pretty unfazed as of right now. Captains aren't doing anything too impressive, and they just look a little bit lost out here as that pass is going to find no one. DeChico's going to corral it against the boards here. Try and take some time off, but
Jonathan Mata, the second leading points man for Christopher Newport, just didn't really look like he was expecting the pass at all. He has 27 points in 20 games played, so Christopher Newport definitely has the horses to get back into this one.
And that was Ronan Mulcairn getting a big hit on Adra there right in front of the students, and they're loving that. Big physical player. Christopher Newport's going to take out the goal here as there has been a penalty called, assumingly on the Gamecocks. So they'll have one 6-on-4 attack before we figure out what the penalty is.
Yeah, delayed. That was an excellent pass to beat the offsides. Well, now South Carolina will be 2 men down for 24 seconds, and that's going to be really dangerous.
And it was number 11, Ronald Mulcairn, there on that headed to the box, and I'm assuming it was for that physical play here on the boards, but
Ronald Mulcairn, hey, he's one of the leading players in South Carolina in penalty minutes. So not entirely shocked we've seen him hit early, but he's joining Zachary List, who's first on the team in penalty minutes. So a couple of South Carolina's notable evildoers, I guess you could say.
Definitely, they're going to have a face-off here in the captain's offensive zone. 24 seconds left on that original power play, but it will be 5-on-3 here for a little bit.
it would
The crowd
seem,
getting real
yeah, I was
into
gonna
it
say,
right now.
some of the officials in the stands have taken great exception to the 2 penalties called on South Carolina.
And
We got chirps going towards the captains. We got chirps going towards the refs. You're playing at South Carolina. It's a hostile crowd. It's a hostile environment. You got to bring your A game.
No
to
matter
escape
the sport.
alive. Yeah.
a lot of these fans you might see Sunday at the women's basketball
It
game.
could be
Lots of
badminton. I think South Carolina fans would show out.
one of the most loyal out there, no doubt. This guy might need a Comedy Central special. I mean, the crowd's loving what he's doing down here, but we should be about to resume play any second now. As if you're the captains, this is the moment to strike. The Gamecocks will control the face-off, and that's no surprise. They're just dominant on the face-off.
Yeah, it'll be a cold day in a certain place when South Carolina doesn't win the majority of the face-offs in
Definitely,
a hockey game.
Bolger's gonna have a one-on-one with Bursley now, and a good save from Bursley. As Bolger was being pushed by the defender, unable to get a clean shot on. So there's gonna be some pushing and shoving in front of the net now.
Well, it looked
And
like
this
South
is
Carolina
exactly
was
what the
kinda-
fans want to see.
They were keeping going after the puck there a little bit after the save. And Christopher Newport isn't going to play that, man. They're not going to let him get up in their goalie's face and keep hacking at him. And that's something that's going to lead to, I think, some fisticuffs, I guess is the best way to put it.
Definitely. Let me tell you, though, South Carolina would not be a team I'd want to fight with. Christopher Newport, they don't look too big out there. Oh, it will be another penalty on South Carolina. That was Dylan Greeley going to the box.
Starting to get a little crowded in there, I feel like, just for the...
Yeah.
Well, let's go Gamecocks chant breaking out. It's a packed house here at the Plex. It's always sunny, Irmo, South Carolina.
Seemingly that way.
Someone in a custom Marchand Cox jersey is really going after
He's the-
Christopher Newport.
You can
and the
recognize his
officials.
voice by now. He's getting after it. As that shot's going to find nothing there.
That's the first save of the game for Gormley.
The captains will control it behind net. With a little more time. 5-on-4 hockey now. Bolger up to Wilkins. Over to Flaherty. Shot goes just left to goal. The Gamecocks will keep possession as Bolger has it now.
Christopher Newport really has not been sharp with their passing at all. They're just really, that's been the one thing that's really biting them. And South Carolina, I think, is thankful to be back on 5-on-4, but they've really dominated this play so far.
Even in 5-on-4 hockey, they're still finding ways to get offensive opportunities. That's Chad Lazine racing after the puck now as Lindstad pursues it now and makes a nice play to deflect it back. And just 35 seconds left on that power play. Goes back to Gormley now. He'll send it behind him to Flaherty, who controls it on the boards. He'll clear it down, and the captains will control the puck.
Even when the passes are on
though.
target, Christopher Newport's struggling to really hang on to him, and it's really bitten them early on. I mean,
Just nothing substantial
led
really
to a lot of
happening.
breakaways, a lot of odd man rushes for the Gamecocks. Not very impressed so far.
5-on-4 for just a little bit left.
Yeah, just 15 seconds left, and then we'll be back to even strength hockey as there'll still be a Gamecock in the box for the whole fighting.
Gamecocks will have it now as that's DeChico. He'll try and send it up all the way up the ice to Tommy Locken. Nick Kay. Oh, Tommy Locken does have the puck now. One of the most impactful freshmen on this team as he has it again behind the boards.
Yeah, big
It's going to be Kay with it now. Kay to Locken. That shot's going to be deflected there in front of goal as Reed has it now. Over to Kay.
Oh, that was a little bit of a struggle bus situation for the Gamecocks.
Definitely is. Now it's DeChico who has it. All the way over to Tommy Locken again. Try and find Kay on the back end of the goal, but nothing doing there.
And there's a big hit after the whistle.
And he'll be going to the box.
He's going there before he's even escorted.
And that will be number 2, Dean Jones, headed to the box. And that's something you can't do if you're Christopher Newport. They being 2 goals down already and now having to play 5-on-4 hockey is not something you want to do.
They just can't get out of their own way, can they, Spencer?
Definitely not. It's going to be Albers now on the face-off. Play's going to be stopped again for just a moment. Along with Albers, it's going to be Sean Reed, Kay, DeChico, and Piscar out there for the Gamecocks. Piscar has it now. Over to Albers, back to Piscar. Now Reed has it. He's going to slow it down a bit over to Kay. DeChico to Kay now. Gamecocks looking to kind of slow it down here while they're on the power play. So Reed's going to try and intercept that, but he does mishandle it. They will still control the puck, though, so nothing going for Christopher Newport. That's the real story of the game. They've just haven't held the puck for much time at all, and when they haven't done anything with it.
Zach Adra there on the boards up near the neutral zone. Did a really good job kind of harassing South Carolina, not allowing them to really kind of set up their rush to get into the zone.
And that was DeChico there with a nice shot, but good save from Bursley. He's doing what he can back there, but defense really doing him no favors.
Yeah, they haven't. I mean, he's already got 6 saves, and he's faced 8 shots on goal. Not trending too well for Christopher Newport's defense.
Certainly not. Now it's Owen Thomas. Already got a goal in the night on the puck. Greeley has it now. This is a deadly lineup. Flaherty, List, Bolger, Greeley, Thomas. I mean, that's just probably the highest point per total lineup the Gamecocks have. Just deadly. Now Christopher Newport's going to be on the break here. Thomas will race back and make a great defensive play. And Gormley can just go back to his little net.
Gormley's had a stress-free evening so far. The Gamecocks have 6 players with 20-plus points. If Christopher Newport can light up the scoreboard, so can South Carolina.
Definitely. Now Bolger has it. They'll look to set up the offense with about 20 seconds left on the power play. Flaherty now. Over to Bolger. Put it in front of net, and that's deflected, but nothing doing. Over to Flaherty in the middle of the ice. They're going to retain possession here. 3 seconds left on the power play.
I am impressed with the penalty kill there for the Captains. This was an opportunity in the game where they could have conceded a goal and given all the momentum right back to South Carolina, and they held strong. They're still only down 2-0, but it's still a high kind of mountain to climb against a team like this, because their last weekend out against UNC Wilmington, they struggled defensively. They gave up 9 goals and 4 goals in their 2 losses, and they couldn't really get it going offensively with only 2 and 3 goals respectively. So,
you know, even if you find a couple goals, that the way this game is trending so far, it looks like the Gamecocks might be able to put a few more past them. So they're going to have to sharpen up on both ends. But as soon as I say that, the Gamecocks lose the puck. Wow, great diving play from Ryan McGowan. Lays out and just blocks the pass. That was probably the opportunity of the night there.
Yeah, it really was.
Captains.
They had a 2-on-1. If he had been able to make that pass, I mean, you're going 1-on-1 with the goaltender, as we have, I believe, we have a delayed penalty coming up against Christopher Newport. So the Gamecocks are going right back on the power play.
See who it's on here. It's going to be on number 18 right there. That's going to be Dimitri Rinaldi headed to the box.
CMU and South Carolina will go back on the Criminal Watch Power
For the power play lineup, the Gamecocks are going to have Kay, Albers, Piscar, Reed, I believe DeChico out there. Albers already with 1 goal in the night, wins the face-off now. He gets it out to Piscar. Albers again swings it. Good deflection there.
There's another clear by Christopher Newport. They've done a good job of that while on the penalty kill.
They have been able to kill the penalties all right, and that's weird. They play better defense undermanned, but
And they do play really good offense when they're undermanned. First in the ACCHL in shorthanded goals this season with 13 of them. So they can really hurt you even if they're supposed to be on the defensive.
definitely. Kay with the shot there takes a deflection. DeChico has it now. He gets it out to Reed now with a shot. That's going to be deflected up in the air. As Reed takes it back behind neutral ice and just slows it down. As now it's Piscar with it. And they will get some substitutions made. As now it's Flaherty racing up the ice with the puck. It's a pass just a little bit mishandled there by Albers, I believe. As now it's List with it. Thomas now fighting for it behind the boards. It's out to Flaherty. Bolger with it now. Now Flaherty. Makes a couple nice moves, free up some space. Now gets it over to List. And that was a great shot by Owen Thomas, but good save by Burlesley to keep this 2-0 game. Flaherty again with it. He's going to look for a shot, but it goes just wide, but Bolger retains it. He now has it. Gets it up to Thomas. Swings it out to Flaherty now. Over to List, unable to control it as it will go behind net. Deflected, and they'll have to cover up there. Bursley's been pretty busy this
He definitely
period.
has. He's got 9 saves already here in the first period with 2:55 to go. Only 3 seconds left on the Gamecock power play. Christopher Newport really digging in their heels on this penalty kill.
Definitely, and it's impressive to see this, but you got to think they got to do something on the offensive end, at least show some promise here soon. With the opportunities they've had, they haven't been able to do anything with them.
And the puck goes right out of play.
Yeah, it just hit straight up. It's going to be Lazine again on the faceoff. He'll win it. Smojais just loses it there. His captains will have control of it. They'll be zoned off as Gormley comes out, and that mishits it, but Santoro there to save the day.
Yeah, Santoro with an excellent play. There would have been a guy streaking right to the net with Gormley out of position. What a play there to really preserve this 2-0 lead.
Definitely, and it's plays like that where Christopher Newport's got to be kicking themselves. You got to open net. And
that's their 3rd chance that's really been like that, where they would have had a great opportunity one-on-one with Gormley. And
don't even get a shot off.
Nope.
Yeah.
They've had 1 shot on goal tonight, by our count.
Unofficial, but I like to think JP does a pretty good job.
I like to think so too, Spencer.
Henderson did have it, but it's going to be up against the boards. Gamecocks will control it with Smojais now. It just seems to fall over there. Henderson catches it, though.
It's a big
The Gamecocks are dangerous on the boards.
It's definitely been an evenly matched game there, which is something I'm very impressed by.
Save made by Bursley.
Another save by Bursley. Still 2-0 here with 1:45 left in the first period. For the captains, what do you think they got to do here? Try and even this back, or lessen the lead.
I think right now
bit.
you have to just keep this a 2-0 ball game at the very least going into the first intermission. South Carolina, they've had some really good chances. You've had some really good chances that you haven't really just been able to really put together. And you just got to kind of keep this game within reach, or you can regroup during the intermission in the locker room and kind of get going offensively. As a penalty coming up to...
Definitely, we'll see. It's going to be on CNU.
Just as I say that, they give South Carolina a prime opportunity to get a big momentum shift goal.
And as you said, they lead in penalty minutes for a reason.
Yeah.
They've had quite a few. They've been good on the kill, but it's a lot harder to,
It's
score
hard to sustain
goals.
that
Yeah.
against a team like South Carolina.
And especially when you're already trailing. It was Daniel Simons for the captains headed to the box. And for the Gamecocks, this is yet another opportunity, one of many.
Yeah, huge. Minute 25 to go, so you're going to have some time left going with the power play to start the second period. But if you execute right, power play would be over soon after the face-off.
Definitely.
Oh.
Oh, they're going to send Lock into the box as well.
It did seem like there was a little bit of a... Okay, so we're evening it up. That's big for Christopher Newport.
Definitely a late send-off. We had no idea what was going on there, but yeah, it's going to be 5-on-5 hockey, so not as bad for Christopher Newport there, but honestly, they play better defense when they're shorthanded.
That's
so.
true. I can't tell you, man. Hockey's a funny sport. So 4-on-4 action.
4-on-4,
You have to think this favors South Carolina, but Christopher Newport, they're fast, they're agile, they can score. So maybe a little bit more evenly matched than some people might think.
Wow, that was a fantastic effort from Nick Kay there. Just fought through the defenders, got the pass to McGowan, and Bursley almost made a mistake there, but he did just manage to save it good enough. Set puck goes out of play. 1:08 left in the first here, still 4-on-4 hockey.
I really got to say I'm impressed because Christopher Newport, while they're not winning a bunch of these face-offs, they're making it kind of mucky. And South Carolina's having to fight for it, and sometimes they lose the puck right after it.
Sometimes that's the best you can do, especially against a team like this. You gotta take what you can get. Big collision there right in front of us here. So Gamecocks look to control it behind their own net, but the captains just a bad pass there. Otherwise, that could have been an opportunity.
And that's just that's what, the 5th time that's happened for Christopher Newport?
It's going to be an offsides call there. In comes a line change for both teams. Now 40 seconds left here in the first.
So there will be about
30, 35, 36 seconds
like that,
on the power play.
left on this 4-on-4 action when we start the second period.
Bolger wins the face-off there. Flaherty sends it over to List. And this is a goal-scoring lineup for the Gamecocks.
Absolutely.
Bolger has it now, up to Greeley. Sends it to his left, but nobody up that far. Zach List is going to regain possession for the Gamecocks now. 20 seconds left. So he looks to send it around the boards, but the captains will control it now. And that's just right to Flaherty. A terrible pass. Flaherty with the shot. Good block by Bursley. Greeley again unable to get a shot off. List has it now. Just fires one at Bursley there from range, but good save. He had to pin that one with his stick and glove. It was a weird.
By any means, Spencer.
Especially already down 2-0. We saw it in one of the previous games.
South Carolina
blocking it with
pulling
your face.
warmly here with 2.9 to go, looking to just get a quick shot off the face-off. They'll go with a 5-on-4 advantage.
Yeah, we'll see. They're moving the face-off circle to the other side. Looking to win the face-off, maybe get one shot off. They'll do just that, but Bursley makes a nice block there to keep it at 2-0 at the end of the first period. JP, what's your takeaway from that?
Well, it was a pretty high-octane first period. A lot of fun action, a lot of almost moments for both teams, although Christopher Newport, they're really wishing they had some of those passes back where they had guys going straight towards Gormley. I'm impressed by Darlin Bursley. He had a 2.00 goals against average, but only a .793 save percentage. He's already got 13 saves tonight on 15 shots on goal. South Carolina's going to keep sending them his way. Christopher Newport just has to help him out a little bit.
Definitely, and in Bursley's defense, the 2 goals were just incredible. Very tough to save. As it was Albers with a fantastic stick move to beat him, and then Thomas just rifled the shot top right. Not much he could do about that.
Yeah.
So,
Another thing for Christian Newport, you got to get more than one shot on goal, especially when you're down by 2. I'm sure that's going to be a point of focus for a team in the locker room when you come into this game. You're so highly ranked offensively. You're so good offensively. And all of a sudden, you're just, what happened? You get punched in the mouth. You regroup in the locker room. I'm going to be interested to see how both teams come out because second periods have been kind of a Jekyll and Hyde situation for the Gamecocks. You don't know which team we're going to get.
yeah, you know, we saw in the Palmetto Cup, they came out and scored 4 goals unanswered in the second period. And then the week before, they just kind of fell flat in the second. So we'll see. But also for Christopher Newport, you got to limit the penalties. You know, even though they've been good on the kill, it's going to be hard to get back into the game if you're just committing so many of them.
Absolutely. I mean, just another thing could be, it's hard to really kind of word this, is get South Carolina into the penalty box more, give yourself opportunities to go on the man advantage, and that would be huge for them because they're also really good at the power play. This is a very good offensive team. South Carolina's just playing out of their minds right now.
Definitely. That's going to do it here for the first intermission, and we'll be back with you in the second period. All right, and we're back here with second period action. Again, I'm Spencer Ball, joined by JP Barry. We've got 35 seconds left on the power play, so it should be 4-on-4 action here. JP, what do you think the second period's got in store for us?
I think it's going to be a lot more like the first period, just a lot of crazy action, balls to the wall type situations. I foresee a lot of goals, a lot of pucks hitting the back of the net, a lot of fun. Big hits are going to be a staple of this second period. I think that both teams kind of got really fired up in the locker room. I'm fired up right now. I'm excited for another period of hockey.
How can you not be here at the Plex? Again,
Beautiful,
it's
sunny Irma, South Carolina.
And it's crowded in here. Let me tell you, they pack it like nobody's business. The beer towers, of course, being constructed in every corner of the arena. And Christopher Newport's off to a bit of an attack here, but Flaherty's going to go play some defense there. So he controls the puck. One of the best skaters, I think, on this team. Tries to make a nice move, really close, going in between the legs there. It's going to be controlled by
favorite player to
Lazine.
watch for the Gamecocks. He's just electric with it.
Very excited.
We are back to 5-on-5 hockey.
As you maybe just heard with the PA announcer, 5-on-5 hockey is back here. Flaherty has it. He'll send it all the way up for the Gamecocks. Maybe an icing call? Couldn't see. He was called by the back official there, so a little weird.
I guess, but I'm not really. I'm very.
I think it is. Yeah, it was weird because it was called by the back official, not the official that was
I
right
wasn't
there.
really
but
sure that fit the criteria, but
nonetheless, the Gamecocks will win the face-off like usual. But a good interception there by the captains, but a good hit by Zach List to just completely throw the attacker off balance there. So now it's Flaherty with it. It is taken from him, but Greeley with a nice interception. Now it's going to be Owen Thomas skating past two defenders. Tries to get a pass in the middle
I believe,
there.
coming up to Christopher Newport. It kind of looked like a little bit of a hold there on the rush for South Carolina.
that'll be number 12 for the captains.
Simons again.
Yeah.
Saw him booked at the end of the second, I believe. Already been a little familiar with the penalty box here in Irmo, and he'll get to go reclaim his seat there. And this is one things we talked about at the end of the first period.
Yeah. Christopher Newport back
Back in the
fighting for their
box.
lives on their heels.
Flaherty now over to Greeley. Shots deflected. Thomas right in front of goal. Great save from Bursley.
That was
Really
miraculous.
nice. Wow.
I mean, but a great chance off the rebound there for South Carolina. That's something that really stung Clemson and Eastern Carolina back in the olden times of January.
And if not for a miraculous save, that was a goal there. So Zach List racing up the ice. That one's going to be cleared away by the captains. Gormley's going to wait too late to pass that one. If he just passed away earlier, would have had Bolger, no problem. But it's going to take a deflection, go out of play. So, and I believe the fans are cheering. There was a 10-minute penalty assessed. I believe it was Ronan Mulcairn. I believe he just finally got done serving his time. So, Fans letting them know they're excited to see him back, but nonetheless, face off here with about 1:20 left on the power play. Santoro has the puck now. Tries to get it up to Pineda, but it's not going to be touched. Pineda blocks it against the boards. This Gamecocks now having the offensive zone. Behind the net now is Wilkins. He'll get it over to Locken. In the middle, Santoro. Pass up to Pineda. He'll go up to Wilkins, excuse me. Out to
What a
Henderson.
pass.
Nice looking offense, though, from the Gamecocks, although the shot goes wide. They will still control it. Santoro with it.
Possibly the best power play so far of the game for South Carolina. They've set up some really great chances. Just haven't really been able to capitalize, but you keep giving yourselves those opportunities, and eventually good things will come.
Wilkins, a nice play to get the puck off the boards, but does lose it in front of net.
Great active sticks
Great
by
play.
Christopher Newport to break that up, and an excellent play by number 22 to lay out
It was
and just
Zane
completely clear
Quigley
that
there.
play. That
Yeah,
puck.
fantastic. Just completely laying down, manages to clear the puck all the way, but a fantastic pass finds Pineda. Shot going to be deflected by Bursley up and over the goal. Wilkins now with it. And he's going to slot that top right corner, and just what a shot there. Not much Bursley could do. And with 5 seconds left on the power play, the Gamecocks strike here in the second.
I mean, that was just a snipe. You could kind of see the hand-eye coordination. He got the glove up just barely too late. And what Christopher Newport couldn't afford to do, give up momentum early in the period.
And here they are against.
Giving up momentum early in the period. yeah.
Exactly.
That was Josh Wilkins, absolute laser. I couldn't catch the number, but that pass to set up the offense was fantastic.
Yeah, that was super. I mean, that was the best power play of the game, very far and away.
Definitely. I believe it's going to be a penalty on the Gamecocks here.
South Carolina goes up 3-0.
Yep, yeah, it's going to be on Albers there. So head to the box. 16:35 here left in the second. And now if you're the captains, you got to answer back here.
Yeah, you run the risk of letting this game truly get out of hand, like their first game against UNC Wilmington did when they lost 9-2.
Penalty call.
I find it kind of hard to fault Bursley for all three of these goals, but I mean, he's just kind of been left out to dry. That's something that wasn't really happening for Christopher Newport during that win streak, but maybe you have to kind of bring up that it wasn't against the best of competition.
Yeah, and he has made some really solid saves, but it's just, you know, you can't count on Bursley to make a miraculous save every
It's
time.
almost like a Shomolstra situation.
It is looking a little bit like that, but maybe not to that extent, but
Yeah, that will go down in the lore of the Plex.
yeah, that was
Someone has
incredible
lost a
by the
stick.
ECU goalie, but captains will set up offense here. And
Penalty.
Mulcairn without a stick is just knocking everyone
Penalty
down.
coming up to the
And he'll go back to
Gamecocks.
the box for it.
That was a really good chance for Christopher Newport. Shout out them. Just their third real chance of the game where they've actually given themselves an opportunity as the faithful here in the Plex. And Irma, not Columbia.
Really kind of
Don't agree. Although
Yeah.
they haven't agreed with any of the other penalties on South Carolina. So
And I think they just tossed Mulcairn. They sure did.
well, that's a big blow to the Gamecocks. That's really just something you can't afford to do, man. This is the moment where if Christopher Newport's going to get back into this thing, they're going to do it here. All this commotion, all this craziness, and they're there in their little huddle, talking up, getting ready to attack this power play and get onto the scoreboard for the first time tonight.
Definitely, and you saw Mulcairn kind of talk to the refs as he was headed back to the box. I can only imagine what he said that got him ejected from the game, but sure enough, he is done for the night here as the refs are going to take their time talking this over. But, I mean, if I was Christopher Newport, if I was their coach, I mean, you gotta give some orders over there.
I mean,
Tell them, hey, this is our moment. Try and rally the troops, because right now He does look a little bit lost on the scoreboard. It's already 3-0. Lots of time left in the second.
That South Carolina's faced could get back into this. They're trying to figure out the clock with the penalties, I imagine, but 24 seconds on the 5-on-3, according to the clock up there. You know, just kind of saving my own skin there.
Oh, good clear by DeChico. Gets it all the way down the ice. It's going to be him, Locken, and Bolger on the ice right now. As Locken intercepts that, tries to find Bolger with a behind-the-back pass, but nothing doing. DeChico will be able to control it, though. Clears it all the way back down again. The Gamecocks have been good on the kill tonight as well.
You know, they really have been for the last couple games, as there's a big hit
Delivered in the Christopher Newport zone as they keep going at it. And a
that
goal.
One, I believe that is going to be a goal. Unsure, you know, not a very clear sign by the referee there, but Christopher Newport is able to answer theirs. It's now 3-1. I believe that was a goal by Zane Quigley. Saw him make the
Making up for his
fantastic play on
he-
defense. Yeah.
He got called for the penalty that put South Carolina on the power play to go up 3-0, and here he is narrowing the margin back down to 2 goals, 3-1, the most dangerous lead in hockey. We're going to see how the Gamecocks respond, as they'll still be on the penalty kill.
Looks like the Gamecocks were upset about something there.
I think there might have been a
Hit on the boards.
room
I
for
couldn't
offsides,
hear.
perhaps, but
Well, certainly someone doesn't agree with the officiating tonight.
Yeah, I think it's about every fan in this building. That's typical, you know, everything
The
that doesn't go
in the
your
Marchand
way.
jersey has really let him have it. He can't really direct his chirps towards the team that just scored, so he's focusing all his aggression on the boys in stripes.
Lots of talking going on here.
I think they're trying to figure out, I guess, if 5-on-3 had expired before the goal, and trying to see if it's even strength now. Seems like it is.
5-on-5 hockey.
So just missed out on another power play opportunity for Christopher Newport.
But that was the response they had to have to keep this within arm's reach, and they do. However, Flaherty with a fantastic move there to free up, just barely missed the shot there, but great play nonetheless. Piscar's fighting for it on the boards.
Oh!
He'll just flatten the captain skater. Albert's now with it. Does get taken away from him.
And the guy who got hit,
Leading the charge for Christopher Newport there for a second.
And that puck's going to go out of play here. 14:51 now
I think so.
left in the second.
I think someone's been ahead. I'm not entirely sure.
A lot of stoppages of play here early in the second. As you mentioned, it might get a little more physical. It sure does. We've already seen an ejection thus far this period. Piscar wins the faceoff for the Gamecocks.
Oh, that was, sniping passes out of the air is what got Carolina really going in the second period against Clemson.
Offsides against Christopher Newport here. Going to be a line change for the Gamecocks.
An icing, I believe, or
It was
yeah.
offsides.
Oh, I can't. I promise I'm the hockey guy of the two of us.
Gamecocks win yet another faceoff as Greeley controls it afterwards. Between the legs pass, tries to find Thomas, but unable to. It's going to be Henderson now racing back to control the puck for the Gamecocks, and he does after a momentary battle with it. So now the captains have it. Looking for something on the offensive end, but nothing doing, just a bad pass there.
Great job to keep it in there by number 11, Donnelly, for the Christopher Newport captains.
Bolger now has it skating up, looking for Greeley in front of net, and that's going to be a cover-up there from Bursley. 14 minutes left now in the second.
Yeah, the second period started off hot and then kind of slowed to a crawl with all the penalties and trying to figure out what was going on and the penalty clock and hope we get back on track.
And well, it looked like they were going to lose a faceoff there, but Thomas is able to corral it. Great pass to Greeley, but a good save from Bursley there. So that could have been a dangerous shot. So now the captains are going to race up ice with it. Look for a pass, but good defense there from Santoro to just poke that away. So now Bolger has it. Try and make a move, and he'll just skate off there. Santoro again with some nice defense to stop the pass there. It's going to be Adra now controlling the puck. Gets it to his teammate. Fires wide right of Gormley. Lockin's going to skate up and contest Bursley there with the puck. He's going to get all the way around to Wilkins. Oh, Pineda just misses it in front of goal, but good pass there by Wilkins.
Well, that second period passing bug is striking again for the Gamecocks. On the flip side, I've been really impressed with Christopher Newport's passing as opposed to the horrid display that they put on in the first period.
You really only could get a little better from there, and they have gotten better. As now Reed will control it for the Gamecocks. Still unable to really get a good attack going, like any sort of setup.
And both teams are really playing hot potato with the puck right now. Seems like nobody really wants it.
Yep, well, Pineda will have it. Fires it, but a good stop by Bursley's. Wilkins almost puts it in. Lock in now. Looks for DeChico.
Another great job off the rebound for South Carolina. As we saw out in front, they just couldn't really put it home. But those kind of opportunities will really allow South Carolina to pull away from this one if they do.
And a line change there for the captains.
Pineda was really trying to get South Carolina to catch him lacking, and they just couldn't connect or couldn't really get the pass going.
It's going to be Locken now, controls it behind the captain net there. Will be taken away from Piscar. Let's see if Christopher Newport can kind of slow down the pace a little bit, because the Gamecocks, they love it as they win the puck back after a big hit from Tommy Locken there. Tries to get the pass across to McGowan, but it is taken away.
Great stick work by number 19 to disrupt that pass. And a great rush by Christopher Newport. Really, that was the first time Gormley's had to work. Wow, great pass.
Outlet up to Lindstad. It's going to be a good save from Bursley, though, as that was a great opportunity for the Gamecocks.
Yeah, although I will say Bursley's really kind of struggled with the glove. He hasn't really been able to just kind of snatch some pucks out of the air or freeze it, which has given South Carolina some opportunities for rebounds.
Good save from Gormley there, so he's able to cover up and not allow a rebound there. Still, Gamecocks lead 3-1 with 11:06 left in the second period. I mean, Christopher Newport has showed up definitely a better team here in the second, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean, when you get a good team, a team that's on a tear, a really great team offensively, you get them down, you go into the locker room, and you really kind of tear them a new one, which is what I can only infer happened. Great teams respond to great coaching.
Owen Thomas with some great, wow.
Once again, the glove. Christopher Newport's glove is just, although we got some ref discussion, I'm assuming it's a goal because once again, you can't corral it the first time. You allow it to squeeze out. South Carolina, first chance to get, even the second chance really didn't get it. Third chance was the charm. They put it back, and it's back to a 3-goal deficit.
Yeah, I was at a little bit of a loss for words there because I thought he had just saved it, but it's going to be Nick Lindstad who puts in the goal there after the shot by Owen Thomas. And as you mentioned, Bursley just couldn't corral it. But also, it's another instance of the J.P. Barry commentary curse, man.
Although that one was more of I called it because I was like, well, you know, South Carolina's going to keep getting those chances off the rebound, and then they did.
If you're a Gamecock fan out there, you got to thank JP because he just
Sturdy
your
John
dreams
out
into
here
reality.
with the analysis.
And it looked like he had made the save too. It looked like he just gloved it and then
Going to be really interested to see how Christopher Newport responds here after that goal. You got 10:40 left in the second. This game is far from over. If you can get back on the scoreboard, go into the third period down 2, maybe even down 1, it's a completely different ball game.
Definitely. That just deflates you, though, as a team, as a Gamecocks crowd. Excuse me. Starting to erupt as the fans are getting definitely rowdier out here. Piscar has it now. It's going to be deflected out to Gormley, who kind of misfires a pass there, but
An offsides call, which I don't really understand at all. That was a good break for the Gamecocks, to say the least.
Gormley made the save either way, so not too much doing there, but
And
yeah,
unlike
Christopher Newport,
Gormley had the glove, baby.
yeah.
He snatched it in there like Andrew Jones.
We'll see what they're talking about here. It's going to be a face-off neutral ice. 10:09 left in the second. 4-1 now is the Gamecocks lead. Flaherty has it over to List. He'll find Thomas in the middle. Leaves it for Greeley. Greeley's going to skate around net. Leaves it for List. List's going to try and fire it top corner. It does go just over the limits of the goals. Greeley has it now. Back to Thomas, who leaves it for Bolger. Back to Thomas. Thomas still has it. Flaherty loses his stick there, but he will pick it up as Zach List does go back to get the puck. Greeley skates away there with the puck, and Christopher Newport, yet again, just nothing doing on offense.
Nope. They've really. I've been impressed with their stick work. They've given themselves opportunity to possess the puck through that, but they just haven't really sustained anything with it yet. There's a penalty coming up to Christopher Newport.
You know, another thing they just can't afford, and it happens again in the second. These costly mistakes is it's holding them back. Is from other than the let-in goal and the couple penalties, it's been a pretty good period for them.
Ian Hall, the defenseman there with the penalty.
This is the most pivotal moment of the game for both South Carolina and Christopher Newport. South Carolina's most recent power play looked outstanding. They got the goal to go up 3-0. And then Christopher Newport, they've been good on the penalty kill outside of that. If they give up a goal here, you're down 5-1 against a great South Carolina team. It's going to be really hard to come back.
And less than half the time remaining left in the game now. That's 9 minutes left exactly here in the second. Bursley will cover that one up.
Yeah, when in doubt, use your body, not the glove.
He might have to use everything here tonight. You know.
He needs to get some stickum on that.
Like Fred Bolitnikoff, you know, taking it back to the old days. Santoro has it now. It looks like it almost went out of play. Yeah, and they're going to say it did. I was going to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, pizza is now 2 for 1 at the cafe. 2 for 1.
2-for-1 pizza at the cafe for anyone interested.
Oh,
I mean,
my goodness.
hard to beat that deal.
Unfortunately, hey, we're stuck up here. I'm talking about hockey.
Might have to take a secret intermission and
Yeah,
get one of the
rappel
cronies
down
to go
From
get
our
it, you know.
secret hiding spot.
That's it. Great pass there to Wilkins. Good defense work to make him lose the puck there, but Tommy Locken, the great pass there.
I'm literally about to have a heart attack here, Spencer, with this.
Inability to use the glove to cover up the puck. I don't know what's going on.
Definitely Santoro finds Locken. They are going to lose control of it, but
Maybe it's like an Evil Dead situation where his glove hand is possessed and actively trying to work against him.
I don't get it.
it's a good shot by Santoro there. It is deflected by Bursley. With the shoulder, not the glove,
Yeah,
I might
he's
add.
he's made some miraculous plays with everything but the glove.
Locken now has it. Over to Pineda in the middle now as they'll slow it down. Under a minute now in the power play. Henderson has it. Over to Locken. Just miscontrols it a bit, but he'll get it back. Finds Henderson. Well, took a slight deflection. Wilkins has it now. JP's quaking over here.
I can't believe my eyes, Spencer. I
Bursley,
really can't. This
he did
is
make the
Funniest
save,
thing
but
I've ever seen in a hockey game.
Wilkins does still have it. And with
Ooh,
23
some
seconds.
extracurriculars there.
23 seconds left on the power play. It looked like the Gamecocks were never going to lose control there. They had it for
It
about
looked
the
like
full time.
Christopher Newport was never going to freeze the puck. There's been another great power play. They've had plenty of great chances. We'll give a shout out to Christopher Newport's defense. They haven't made life easy for the Gamecocks, unlike that last power play. So kind of getting back to how they played in the first period there, but they really just need to kill off this and get a quick goal afterwards.
That has to be the goal. Albers will win the faceoff for the Gamecocks over to Kay.
Winning a
has it now.
face-off every now and then would be nice for the captains.
Certainly would, and that one takes a deflection out of play on the shot by Piscar. 12 seconds left now in the power play. I mean, Christopher Newport, I don't know if they've gotten even near the offensive zone in the last 2 minutes here.
No, I mean, it's been... Although,
Well, speak of the devil, here they come.
On a clear attempt, but good play by Gormley.
We are back to even strength.
Even strength now here. Captains will control the puck for a second. And just a second at that is now Albers has it racing forward. Looks for the pass to DeChico.
What a play.
Good defensive play, though, by the Captains. You're right.
Penalty coming up to somebody, to Christopher Newport for interference, I believe, or holding. I think it's holding.
It looked like he was holding him, I guess anything to keep it 4-1 right now, but putting yourself on the back foot again is not the way you want to go.
Nope, and back on the penalty kill go the Captains with 6:52 left to go in the second. It's do or die time for them.
It's going to be number 4, Jack Luster, headed to the box. And the Gamecocks really had a lot of good opportunities in this last power play. Wouldn't surprise me to see him convert here.
Yeah.
They got the death lineup in now. This is things get
Although-
dangerous, but just for Newport, we'll have a nice opportunity here, but
And another offsides call where they weren't really offsides.
couldn't exactly see that. But
Yeah, we'll go. You know, we're not in the well up in Green Vegas, but
yeah.
We'll certainly take it if we're the Gamecocks. But another really great rush opportunity for Christopher Newport killed by an offsides call.
Unfortunately for them, but the Gamecocks will control it now as that's List up to Thomas, who just barely misplays it, but good deflection to get it to Bolger.
Great pass off the boards there to List to really kind
List
of keep
now to
South Carolina
Bolger.
on the
Bolger
attack.
to Thomas. Oh, Thomas almost finds Flaherty on the far side of the ice. They will still control it as Flaherty has it now. Now to Greeley. Back to Flaherty. He'll spin to control it, but great clear there by the Captains.
That's Cian Murphy, the defenseman there, who made that really great play. As the penalty killers for the Captains have been impressed.
It's going to be icing, I believe, there. And this kill's going off to a much better start than the most previous one.
And here's a dangerous opportunity. The Gamecocks can't think, well, we're on the power play, because as we've talked about, Christopher Newport, they're good with the shorthanded goals. If they can win this faceoff, set up a quick chance.
Definitely, and if they do have a chance during the power play, it would be here, but yet again, couldn't win a face-off to save their lives here. Gamecocks do still have it now. List over to Flaherty. Flaherty skates up with it.
Flaherty just makes it look so effortless.
Yeah, he just glide up the ice there.
It's like a shark swimming through open water.
Lindstad will get it out to Pineda. Pineda puts it in front of net. Yet again, not covered up, but out to McGowan now.
That was a great job by South Carolina to really create traffic in front of the net.
Although it didn't lead to a goal, that's stuff you love to see.
And Gormley will just deflect that. Gormley, excuse me, will just deflect that shot to the side. But it did allow the Captains to make some subs. Lindstad skates up the ice with a goal to his name today. Good performance from him. Out to McGowan. That one's deflected there, but Lazine barely Almost put it in there. Even strength now with 4:45 left in the second. Pineda has it on the boards. Tries to get it over to Lazine. Nothing to him, but McGowan will intercept it. Now it goes out to Lindstad.
Another great stick play on the board by
Wow,
the
really
captains.
nice move there to evade the defender. But it is lost there by Drew Henderson. He'll lay a big hit, though, and it's going to be a scrum against the boards here. So the captains might just come away with the puck. Just maybe. The Gamecocks will have it now. Lindstad with it. Some fighting against the boards there, but the
Lindstad
Gamecocks
did not
will still
agree,
have it.
did not appreciate that little greeting he got on the boards.
Definitely not. Nonetheless, Gamecocks still have control here with DeChico up against the boards. Christopher Newport will steal that away from him. It's now Sean Reed racing back against Mata there. It's going to be an icing now. Offensive zone face-off again for the Gamecocks now. And
Yeah, I mean, right now I feel like Christopher Newport is just playing to get out of this only down by 3. They haven't got anything going offensively. South Carolina's been living in their zone. They just really need to hold on.
yeah, it's hard when you go down early so quickly to get back into the game, you know. Sean Reed now has it. He'll skate back, and he will lose it to the captains, but good defensive play by DeChico there to not make Gormley work too hard.
That was Dimitri Rinaldi there for the captains who really
It's
kind
going
of
to be a
got
shot
that.
by Simons, but that'll go over the goal. It's just deflected to Wilkins. He's got Locken in front of him now to his left. K to his right. He'll leave it for Locken, back to Wilkins. That's behind the net now. Now Locken has it still in the offensive zone, but it'll be taken away in a nice play by the captains.
And there's Rinaldi again.
That'll take a deflection and go out of play. Although they're making some nice moves still, no real shots on goal. Line changes for each team here with 2:53 left in the second. It's going to be Bolger lining up for the faceoff. I don't know if he's lost one all night. He's just
He's
locked
like
in.
Jordan
when he gets
Stahl
in
out
that
here, ladies and
circle.
gentlemen.
Seems that way. It's going to be Greeley racing down there to get the puck for the Gamecocks. Tries to set up something to Bolger, but Bolger with a nice play to win it back. So I'll have it up against the boards now. Good block by McGowan to keep the puck here in the offensive. Wow. Big hit there by Christopher Newport, but still nothing going as nobody really had the puck there for a short period of time as now McGowan's going to race back to go get it. Greeley tries to stop it, but it will go all the way down for an icing call. 2:09 here left in the second.
Back to playing hot potato, ain't we?
Yeah, hot potato. Slow way to end the second period compared to the heavy action we saw earlier on. But
Yeah, we have both teams just really kind of playing safe, trying to get to the locker room. Although one should be having a little bit more urgency than they're showing.
definitely for the Gamecocks playing safe, you know, it makes sense. They're got a 3-goal lead. I mean, can't complain about that. But Christopher Newport, you got to do something to get back in this game. Santoro now over to Thomas. The shot just barely right of goal. So now McGowan has it. He'll go over to Santoro now. We'll send it over to Thomas. Out to Zine, who kind of misplays it there. But a good interception by Zach List to keep control of the puck. Zine will have it against the boards, but it is taken back by the captains rather swiftly as they'll dump it down the ice, but nothing going as Flaherty's there. Kay has it. He'll leave it for Lazine.
Seems like Christopher Newport's trying to run the most ineffective version of dump and chase I've ever seen in my life.
Well, they just no one on their team is ahead of the Gamecocks, really, at any moment in time. They're always beaten back by the Gamecock skaters. They will momentarily have the puck, but good defense will keep it away from of Gormley there. So now it's Lazine racing up. Might be Flaherty to his right. It is. He's unable to do anything with it. Less than a minute left now, actually about 35 seconds. List is going to race back to go get the puck. Might have time for one more attack here for the Gamecocks. They'll get it up to Piscar, and it's going to be Piscar with a fantastic move. My goodness. And Bursley just nothing he could do there. He's outclassed as Piscar just completely faked him. Wow. God, that was a move.
You let the puck get kept in, it leaks back, and Piscar just makes an excellent play. Rough night. Rough night.
Yeah, the defenseman there, you can see the puck when it took that deflection, he was just completely lost. And Piscar was moving like a freight train down there. And once he got in front of the goal, God, that was such a great move. Bursley unable to save it there. 5-1 now, 15 seconds left in the second period.
That was Pushkar's 8th goal of the season. As South Carolina just continues to light up the scoreboard.
That's going to be the end of the period. There's Sean Reed. They got teammates shoving each other over there in the far corner. On Christopher Newport, that gets a good laugh out of the crowd.
That's the most fight Christopher Newport showed in a while.
I think he was trying to push Sean Reed, who's the skater who pushed him down, but
yeah, the refs are just like, all right, guys, get to the locker room. You're embarrassing yourselves.
Yeah, really. I mean, so 5-1 Gamecocks here at the end of the second. JP, you got anything?
One thing I really am interested to see if Christian Newport can do in the third period is get some traffic out in front of the net. Every chance they've had, even when they scored that goal, it was kind of low-danger one-timers towards the goalie. No one was there to redirect the puck. No one was there to shield the goalie. It was just like, oh man, he saved it, or it got deflected, or there was nothing we could do. They haven't had a good chance in a long time. Meanwhile, South Carolina, really
all they
impressive.
Have is good chances is what it looks
I mean,
like.
they're out here looking like the Monstars.
There you go. I think that's going to do it here as we'll head into the second intermission, and we'll see you for the final period of action momentarily. And we're back here with third period action here at the Plex. Gamecocks lead 5-1. JP, if you're the captains, what do they have to do here to
They have
get
to
back in this game?
Start winning some face-offs.
They have won a shocking few amount of those, although not too shocking, considering they're playing against the Gamecocks, whose brand is to bully you on the face-off and win and just continue to press your face into the mud. But they really just got to start, one, protecting their goalie. Barsley has, 5, 10, 15, 20, 23 saves. Not a
Shulmistra.
Yeah, thank you, Spencer, for helping me out with that one. But it's not that type of performance. But you really just never want your goalie to be having to make all these tough saves, whether he can actually use his glove or not. I'm never letting that go.
I mean, as you should, because a couple of those goals probably shouldn't have happened. It would have been a little bit of a closer game. But then again, some of those miraculous saves helped keep some goals off the board.
That's
so
true.
He's it's give and take. But
Jekyll and Hyde. I've used that twice tonight.
his defense hasn't been doing him a ton of favors, though. And I mean, it's hard. It's hard. To be honest, I just think they looked a little bit outclassed by the Gamecocks.
That they did.
As you mentioned earlier, could be a little bit of a conference difference as Gamecocks are leading the CHS right now. Nonetheless, Gamecocks will control the puck as they have the majority of the game. But the bad pass will give it to the captains, but a good deflection will win it back for the Gamecocks. Now it's Lindstad with the puck. He's skating up ice there. Looking for a second goal tonight, but fires well above goal. It's not Christopher Newport has it, but they'll just, again, as you mentioned, this dump and chase that hasn't worked for them at all tonight.
No, they just haven't been able to collect. And
they dump it, but they just can't out-chase the Gamecocks. So it doesn't look like an effective strategy to me, but they might keep going back to it.
I will say the one thing that CNU has going for them with their ability to maybe get back into this game.
Oh, what a pass. Oh, my goodness. That is just...
I'm not finishing that sentence.
Just... If there's any CNU fans out there, you can blame JP for that one, but that was just a ridiculous team goal there. Goodness. Flaherty to Bolger and then right back to Greeley for the goal. That was just... Goodness.
As the Gamecocks score the first touchdown of the game.
Yeah, God.
Opening drive of the third quarter.
6-1 with 18:31 left. JP, that team goal. Got anything to say about that? That was, God.
That was very impressive. South Carolina, I mean, they haven't lost since 2022. There's a great opportunity for CNU that just really kind of goes
unheralded. And that was Jonathan Mata, really the first time we've said his name tonight. He's got 27 points in 20 games played.
Really great player, but just hasn't gotten to going tonight against the Gamecocks.
Another shot on goal by Greeley. He's going after it now. Another shot just above goal. And yeah, as you mentioned, they almost caught the Gamecocks sleeping, but 5-goal deficit. I mean, that's just tough. And okay, that was for the line change. I was going to say, I thought they were doing the dump and chase again. I was like, this is a little idiotic. Piscar goes for his second of the night, but is saved by...
That was Greeley's 21st of the season. He's the leading goal scorer for South Carolina. He's just been awesome all year. And once again, coming through in the third period when this team really can either put this game away or when they really need him in a spirited comeback like we've seen the Gamecocks do.
Absolutely. Gamecocks win the faceoff yet again. I believe that shot was put up by Santoro there. These Gamecocks do remain with the puck here.
The only time Christopher Newport's gotten it out of their own zone is when they've shot it down to the other end of the ice and it been an icing call.
Nice save there.
Yeah, that was really impressive. That was a really great play. I believe that was for the Gamecocks, number 18, Chad Lazine.
who received the pass, and it ricocheted off his stick, how he lifted it.
And it almost went in, but a great save there by Barsley.
Yeah, that was a nice play for the Gamecocks, but Bursley, he has made some really good saves. That was one of them.
Using anything but his glove.
That's the one. Is Gamecocks still have it just right in front of the net here.
Oh, there we go.
CNU will get out to a bit of a break here. Gormley's been waiting all game for that opportunity right there.
Yeah,
good save from him.
While they couldn't, South Carolina couldn't corral the rebound, their defense was stifling enough to allow no chance for Christopher Newport.
Wow, nice look there from Piscard. Just barely goes above the net. Santoro with it. He'll look to get it in front of the goalie, but nothing doing there. They'll control it against the board, do the Gamecocks as Albers comes out with it. He'll send it around looking for Pineda, who will get there. The captains will send it down the ice.
Good play by Gormley.
He's had some questionable ones, where he comes
Yeah.
out to get the puck, but hasn't hurt him too bad as Kay skates up with it. Nice move there, but good defense to recover.
Yeah, better move, good move, better off our defense. I almost said gooder. I think I would have been thrown out of the booth.
Hey, nobody would have known. Locken has it now. He does lose it, but again,
There's
CNU
Mata
just-
again for Christopher Newport trying to put his stamp on this game. Might be a little too late to get his team back into it, but he's shown what a leader does, even when they're down big on the scoreboard.
Definitely, and as we mentioned in previous games, sometimes it's just about finding something to build on for previous week or for future weeks. Excuse me.
Yeah, as the season
That's a good pass,
winds up.
but Gormley, wow, that's a great save right there.
Yeah, just his seventh of the game, but it's showing that even though he hasn't had a very active night, the senior Gormley, he's locked in, he's ready to go, even when it's been a while since he's had a chance coming his way.
He plays it all cool, all calm, all collected.
Didn't allow a rebound off that one.
Yeah, no, he
that was
didn't.
A good one. That was a good shot there by Ethan Hoffman, though. A really good opportunity for CNU. So
Yeah, they've had a couple good opportunities early, but they had some good opportunities early in the second as well, and then it just kind of fizzled out into nothingness. So we'll see if they can kind of keep that
another
up.
great pass, but shot goes wide from Hoffman there. He's a little upset with himself. So Wilkins will have it now, locking to his left. Good save there. Bursley just barely knocking it to the side. Gamecocks will still have control. Not for long, though. CNU retains the puck, but good hit by Flaherty.
As a
They will
penalty.
call the penalty.
I was going to be shocked if that wasn't
Yeah.
called.
It's not the first time tonight, though, where the far referee is making the calls, where there's two referees right next to the play. So
Yeah.
a little interesting, but hey.
Refs get caught puck watching too.
Yeah, it looked like a foul. I mean,
Yeah, it was a
Not
penalty.
gonna argue that. It
The
was just,
denizens of the Plex are going to disagree, but
So 2 minutes power play now for CNU. It is going to be with 14:39 left in the final period of play. Let's see if the captains can build on something. They finally win a face-off.
they keep it in good after the good stick play by South Carolina to break up that entry pass.
Wow, Lindstad with a great defense there to intercept that. CNU will kind of reset it here. About a minute and a half left on the power play.
There's
Nice
Mata.
move, yeah. So he has it behind goal now. Gets it to his teammate, Gormley. Yeah,
Gormley's locked in this third period.
he really is. I don't want to say surprised because I think he's a good goalie, but I mean, it's just really hadn't had to do much at all. So
Yeah, just the seventh start for the senior, but he's got a 2.33 goals against average. He can stop him. He can get you a good win when he needs to.
It definitely helps when you have this offense scoring 6 goals for you now.
Yeah, and the defense really keeping the chances for the opponent down. Although there's a good one that rebounded off of Gormley's skate. He's got more saves so far here through the third period than he did the first two combined.
Definitely Pescaro raced down there with the puck. So he's got K right in front of net. Kind of misplaced it there, but a good idea from the 2 freshmen.
And the passing's been a lot better for Christopher Newport. I think that we're seeing closer to more what they kind of team they are. As I say that, you know.
Yeah.
Golly.
Two bad passes right in a row as soon as you say something, but.
Ladies and gentlemen, concessions will be closing at the 10-minute mark of the third period. Once again, concessions will be closing at the
Concessions are closing at the 10-minute mark. I mean, that's exciting stuff here in Irmo. 52 seconds left on the power play, 13:30 left in the third. It's going to be Pineda lining up for the faceoff. Wow, nice move by Pineda.
Yeah,
Beats
Pineda's
the defender.
been one of the stars for South Carolina tonight.
Yeah, he's had a really nice game.
Of the men who haven't scored a goal,
Yep.
which
It's
been a busy night for the scorekeepers.
Yeah, that numbers get smaller and smaller with time here. But Captains will control it. About 20 seconds left on the power play. Getting the dump and chase. Nice hit from Sean Reed. And a clear for the Gamecocks. That'll should just about kill this power play here.
Yeah, Christopher Newport had better chances right before their power play than they did on it. Someone bumped into the boards and knocked down a piece of the can tower.
Much to the fans' dismay. Great pass from DeChico. Greeley. Hat trick for Dylan Greeley. Good.
And the extra point is good.
Wow. 7-1 Gamecocks. What a pass from Bobby DeChico, though. Puts it right in front of net. And Greeley just slots it in. Nothing Bursley could have done there. Defense just let him down, really.
Yeah, that was, I mean, just when I was talking about how Christopher Newport was playing good at even strength, they concede a breakaway and Dylan Greeley scores yet again.
It'll be List now that controls it.
That's a Carolina goal! Scored by number 22, Dylan Greeley, his second of the period.
Pardon me, not a hat trick for Dylan Greeley. I had that
We
messed
are
up
on
in my
hat trick
head.
watch, however.
I must have misspoke earlier on the previous goal, but nonetheless, 7-1 Gamecocks. That's one thing we are definitely certain about.
Yeah.
So,
This is one to forget for the captains with under 12 to go.
definitely just,
Mott is trying his hardest, though.
he is, just not a lot doing. It's going to be pinned against the boards there behind the Gamecock goal. So now it's Greeley racing up. He might get his third here. Oh, he's getting
He's trying his hardest.
kind of
He
trips. He
still
has it. God. Bolger has it now. God. Thomas gets clobbered there.
Yeah, that'll be a penalty. That was
Sure will.
a little too over the top there for the rule book, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, that was a football hit. He just shoulder checked him. That's what it
Yeah.
looked like there. But that is going to be 86 going to the box. That'll be Parker Watson for CNU. They've had a variety of players go there tonight. And
Yeah, I will say it's pretty interesting. We haven't seen their leader in penalty minutes, Michael Cowley, go to the penalty box. He leads them with 62 penalty minutes on the season. A 5-minute major.
Wow.
I mean, it was a pretty bad hit. I'm not going to lie to you folks. But a 5-minute major is huge, and South Carolina might add a little bit to their goal differential this little period of time.
Number 86, Parker Watson is the ejection for the game.
And Watson gets ejected there.
It was a bad hit. I'm not shocked at all. It's just, like I said, been one of those nights for the captains. They just got to get out of here and regroup for tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is, I'm sure, not their best showing, or at least I'd hope not, because
No, although, I
Not
mean, they
showed
did
up
lose
well.
9-2 to UNC Williamton last Friday. So Friday nights have not been their best. After
definitely
that,
not. Maybe more of a
extensive win streak.
Saturday team, you know. Team focused on their studies, maybe. Got to get out of the school week first, you know. They will have an opportunity here, though. It's a one-on-one with Gormley here.
What?
Hey,
Oh,
Gormley.
Gormley.
Stared him down afterwards. God.
Gormley shuts the door for
Woo.
his 10th save. Wow.
It's a cold move from Gormley. I mean, that's really been the story of the night. They've had a lot of opportunities, but
Senior playing maybe one of his last games at the Plex.
nothing
He's
like
not,
it.
Yeah, he's not going to get beat. It's standing room only here.
That's true. There really aren't that many seats in
Well,
general. But you're right. Still
Spoiled
a
sport.
good crowd for a 7-1 game. Can't complain about this home
no one
audience.
has left their seats.
Piscar lines up for the face-off here. The fans, I think, are a little less interested in hockey now, more focused on crafting some good beer towers.
Yeah, that's like the Tower of Babylon.
Yeah. A couple engineering majors assist their lend their assistance here. Nice save from Bursley as Piscar fired a laser at him. All right, well, second time's a charm for Piscar. He slots that in for his second of the night.
And the 2-point conversion is good.
8-1 Gamecocks, and goodness, we're going to run out of football terms here if they score another one. So 8-1.
And with that 5-minute major, they're still on the power play.
Yeah.
So South Carolina's really going to get after it here for a little bit. And, oh, dear. Oh,
Down
my.
goes the tower, but
Down
Sandstorm
goes
rings out
Frazier.
for, what, the 8th time tonight? That's a...
The New York Rangers fan getting the brunt of it. It's going to be another bad night for him tomorrow when his boys run into them fellas from Raleigh, them Carolina Hurricanes. Will likely be a better game than the one we're calling tonight.
I could only hope so.
Pushkar getting close to 10 goals on the season. That would give the Gamecocks 6 players with 10 or more goals. Just an outpouring of scoring from multiple different sources.
Definitely. And Greeley does a good job to win that puck, as now Bolger has it. Greeley now with it behind the net. Looks for Zach List, but it will go behind the blue line, so Greeley will take it back. Bolger now up to Flaherty. Flaherty with a good deflection there as Thomas lays a hit against the boards. Gamecock still with it now. Thomas right in front of goal. Fires it wide, but Bolger's still with it. List has it now. Shot from range. That was deflected in by someone. Not sure who, but 9-1. And as I just said, we're out of football references. So
The third field goal of the night.
I mean,
Safety.
they're not making it easy with 9:08 left in the final period to play. 9-1 Gamecocks, and this one is
Not even the PA announcer knows who
certainly
that
out
one
of
was
reach.
for. My most important bit of analysis on the night, though, Dylan Greeley, his number on his jersey now matches his number of goals with 22.
keen information right there from
Yeah.
JP.
Sturdy J back at it with the analysis.
So the goal will go to Owen Thomas there. We've got 3 players with 2 goals now. Thomas, Greeley, and Pushkar.
That was his his second of the night. That's his 30th point of the season. So the first Gamecock to reach that mark, and he did it in just 25 games. What a player, man. What a joy
Just
to
a
watch.
beast, yeah. God. I mean, I would say the leader of this team, you know. listed as a captain for the reason, man.
Yeah, he does. He
he's a
does
real
more
deal.
than just fill up the stat sheet, which he does with great efficiency.
Oh, Scar gets a little tripped up there, but the Gamecocks have had the puck for, God, what feels about the whole third period, other than a few good saves from Liam Gormley.
Yeah, you know, that third period, it started out with some dangerous Christopher Newport chances, and then,
Sure did.
hey, that
Henderson fires a
5-minute
shot
major was
there.
like in The Dark Knight Rises.
When they take the when Bane takes Batman and breaks his spine.
That's one way to put it there.
I wonder what would break
Henderson
first.
has a puck now. Just taking their time here, working the defense. Less than 2 minutes left on the power play, but as you mentioned, the spine of CNU already broken.
Your mind or your body?
You
know, game's bad when we're breaking out the Bane reference, the Bane mask.
Yeah. You got that right. Santoro races back for the puck. 7:20 left here in the third. Over to Lindstad now. He races up the ice. He's got to skate back for it. Nice play there by CNU. It's going to be Rinaldi racing up, but
I'm not sure if that's a goal or not. Gormley's down.
yeah, it was a big hit. No
I
signal
feel
for
like
a goal
I
yet.
don't. I think Rinaldi got kind of like tripped up and fell. I don't know if that didn't seem very intentional.
No, it definitely didn't look
I
intentional.
don't know. I guess the puck didn't cross the blue line before the net got thrown off by Gormley's
God.
ragdoll.
Yeah, I was gonna
He's skating around. Looks like he might be okay. You hope it is, because I mean, you never want to see a senior go
Yeah.
out like that.
especially after the night he's had.
He's had an
Really-
outstanding night. I'm going to give him a save for that.
just for posterity. The team's checking on him. It seems like he's good to go to finish out the last 7:04 of this game.
Sweet Caroline rings out in the plex.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a great feeling.
Because this
Just
team
a-
wins, unlike the Boston Red Sox.
You heard it here first.
All I know is the Red Sox won't be seeing us at the Plex anytime soon.
They wouldn't want to. That's all I'll say.
Hey, it goes down here.
Lindstad has it now. About 40 seconds left on that killer 5-minute power play. Gamecocks might look to go double digits here.
That would certainly be a sign.
Yeah.
I should have looked at the schedule and seen how many times that had happened. I wasn't really expecting it with Christopher Newport having such a good finish to their year coming into this one, but they just ran into a brick wall that's garnet and black.
Reed with a nice shot. Yeah, God, Bursley's
a
made about
flurry of
4
saves
saves there.
from-
Reed, great deflection to keep it in the zone. Lindstad has it now. They're pulling Gormley here. And Kazeya's going to be another penalty on CNU. and
Yeah, that was in that flurry
Yeah.
of events was
Bursley's 30th save of the night on 39 shots on goal
God,
by the Gamecocks.
Poor guy's just getting attacked back
Yeah,
there.
this will do a bad little bit of numbers to his 2.00 goals against average.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, it's going to be a penalty for both teams there. McGowan goes off. And so does Cannon Orr, the defenseman for CNU. So I think it'll be 4-on-3 for 2 seconds.
Yeah,
4-on-4
basically.
hockey is what I'm.
That's what I'm
That's the
gathering.
way I'm reading it.
You know, one thing I appreciate about being back at the Plex, great music.
Definitely, and especially
Wide
just
range.
some of those weird remixes we were hearing in Greenville.
You know,
Those
the
were
Greenville started off great. I was serenading Spencer, playing air guitar. You know, we were having a great time. Greenville was a really fun experience.
Yeah.
Despite some difficulties.
oh,
But
goodness. Yeah.
the Plex has a wide range of musical choices, and it always hits.
Especially with the crowd here. Thomas has it now. 4-on-4 hockey now, just under 6 minutes left to play here. Gormley with another save.
Gormley's 12th of the night on only 13 shots on goal by the Newport captains.
Another one from Gormley.
It's 13th.
He's had a great period here in the third.
Yeah, Gormley, I mean, he's what you want out of a senior goalie.
Definitely. Thomas tries to spin and keep the puck in, but Boldrell just fight for it on the boards, lays out to keep it up, and Thomas right in front of the net. And that did not go in, I guess.
I'm not entirely sure how it looked like it hit the top left corner of the net.
I thought so too, exactly, but
You know, it might have hit the crossbar.
could have been. That would have been Thomas's hat trick, but he'll skate off as Greeley fires it in. Bursley yet again having a little trouble with the glove, but he was able to cover it up there with 57 seconds left.
I wish we had instant replay on that one.
That really did look like a goal to me, but not like it's really going to affect things too much.
I feel like now we're just kind of trying to see who can outdo the other. I mean, it's a 9-1 game, and South Carolina has guys diving, flinging their sticks to get the puck out in front for a great chance like that to get their 10th goal of the night. They're hungry for that double-digit mark.
Digits, yeah. Santoro's another one of those guys I felt that's had a fantastic game without scoring a goal tonight.
Absolutely. I've been a big
Just
fan
seems
of
to
his
be
play.
everywhere. Now Greeley has it.
Shows that there's more to hockey than just putting up goals.
Sure is. Yeah, it might be hard to tell the Gamecocks that because they score so many, but
This will certainly do wonders for the old goal differential for South Carolina. This would put them over the century mark if the score holds. So you always love that.
Definitely. Greeley with a big hit. Keep the puck there. God, just taking on about 3 or 4 skaters there. 4 minutes and some change here. Is about to go back to 5-on-5 hockey. Wilkins with the shot there that goes just wide.
That almost looked a little bit like a cross check. I'm kind of oh!
McGowan lays a big hit there.
Upended.
the
crowd is loving it.
Got some yes chants like it's David Bryan out here, old WWE. Yeah.
Yes! like M. Bison in the Street Fighter show.
That was a good attempt from Christopher Newport, but unable to find it on the
under the
far end.
circumstances.
Yeah. Reed now has it skating up. Is
Good stick play by the captains.
They're still hustling out here.
Offsides, I believe, is...
Yeah.
That one was offsides, unlike the two in the second period where I was like, but
That's been a major problem for the captains tonight. I mean, outside of, being down 9-1, their inability to get the puck across the blue line without being offsides.
Yeah.
Just like how they can't really protect the puck with a glove. I'm going to lose my mind with that. That's going to eat at me.
3:25 left here in the third. Gamecocks win another faceoff. Surprise, surprise. Still 9-1 Gamecocks, but they've been hungry for the 10th here.
They have indeed. I almost just tripped and ate it up here in the Cox scoop.
Was looking around for evidence, but
Yeah. Everyone saw it.
Reed has it now, under 3 minutes. Lindstad chasing after it. He'll leave it for McGowan with a great pass to Lazine. Almost
they want
went
that
in
10th
again.
goal,
God.
man.
Lindstad again with it against the boards now as the captains will control it. DeChico with some good play there to...
He's had a good night, too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, almost every Gamecock has.
he had a really nice assist earlier in the game. In addition to his really solid defensive play tonight, but Albers now with it. Already got one on the night. The first Gamecock goal, it feels like it's been 10 years now. They've scored 9.
Too many men?
Once again, nothing but the hits here at the Plex.
Not sure what they're calling there. Face off in Gamecock defensive zone now for CNU. 2:07 left in the third. JP, what are some of your takeaways?
Well, Christopher Newport's namesake is for the Jamestown colony, but they look more like Roanoke tonight. Just MIA in almost every
Stage of the game.
Positives to take away for them. Stick play. They did some good job. They did a good job on that, but there was a penalty on South Carolina. I wasn't really sure what had happened. I thought it might have been too many men, but I don't know if we really got a call for that. But maybe you can score here, narrow the margin to 7. It would be just like their Friday night loss to UNC Wilmington. So maybe they're just feeling nostalgic.
9-2, yeah. Keep it a one-score football game,
Yeah.
Piscar has it now, or excuse me, Pineda looks for the shot there. Just goes wide as the Captains will have it under 2 minutes now. This puck will go behind Gormley. I have it momentarily, but Zach List with a good interception. Gormley with a nice deflection. Pineda has it now.
What a
Piscar
third
off
period for
his
the senior
skate.
goalie.
Yeah, just been a star back there. So Captains will have it here. About a minute left on the power play and just over a minute left in the game. That one's going to be an offsides. Think we see 10 here?
I don't know, man. You're on the penalty kill with a minute 03 to go.
However, South Carolina is 4th in the CHS in shorthanded goals,
And they've shown the fire and the desire to get after tonight, even when they're on the kill. And they really want that 10th goal. We've seen some
I
really
think
good
they want
transitions
10
for the
goals more than they
Gamecocks.
care about allowing a second here.
That's true. Although maybe that's not really the approach they want to have from a coaching
Yeah, you might be right.
standpoint. But sometimes you just got to have a little fun with it.
Might be right as they send it all the way down, and Bolger's in pursuit there. Tangled up on the boards. I don't think you want to get tangled up with Mike Bolger.
No sirree.
Keeps his cool, though. It is a 9-1 game. Nothing to be dropping the gloves for here.
Yeah.
Unless you're seeing you. That might be about the only thing worth doing
You're
here.
playing for pride at this point.
Yeah. And whoever's on Ox tonight,
Hey,
they have
legendary performance.
she'll Mr-esque here on the Ox. I mean,
Ian Hall hitting the penalty box.
yeah.
where he will remain for the remainder of this hockey game.
Yeah, if you could quantify a music performance here. The fans are starting to leave a little bit here, but let me tell you, with 45 seconds left and in a 9-1 ball game, can't hate them for that. Going to be Greeley on the face-off here. 4-on-4 hockey. Oh, maybe. Not sure what's going on here.
Yeah, a whole lot of, kind of figuring out
Stuff with just 44.8 to go.
Yeah, 4-on-3 hockey for Christopher Newport. Someone must have gone into, I believe it's, I guess Bolger maybe went into the box with Hall there. It's going to be Locken chasing that puck down. As he usually does, I'd say one of the fastest skaters on this team.
Yeah, him and Flaherty. I'd
Yeah.
love to see that.
I'd like to see a skills competition by the Gamecocks.
Gormley. Goodness.
The Gormster with his 15th save of the night.
Try your best. He's locked in tonight. You said it earlier.
A
Gormley
Gormley
chant,
chant behind
God.
the net. You'll love to see it, man.
What a night for him, the senior.
We'll see. Let's see if they can get 10 here.
Hey,
Goodbye chant as the final seconds tick off. Captains are going to have some sore memories of this one.
Definitely. And, God.
And ending it with Frank Sinatra.
This is whoever's on Ox right now. This may be the best performance of the game.
I don't know. Gormley and Greenlee had him beat, maybe.
Yeah, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. All right, 9-1 Gamecock victory here. Christopher Newport, not their best
Licking their
performance.
wounds.
Definitely. JP, what are your final thoughts from the game? Give me your player of the game for the Gamecocks.
Ooh, my player of the game. It's hard. You have 3 double.
Give me a couple.
I'll give you a
Yeah.
couple. I mean, obviously you got the guys who scored multiple goals: Owen Thomas, Dylan Greeley, and Jake Pushkar. But I want to give a quick shout out to Panetta and Thomas Lockett. I thought he had a kind of underrated game. We didn't even really talk about it that much, but watching him on the ice.
But my player of the game, I don't know. I kind of want to give it to Gormley.
Yeah.
He had some miraculous saves that just refused to let Christopher Newport, back into the game. Had a great night, played his heart out, and he did it his way.
He definitely. Well done. Well done. It's my way rings out here as the players leave the ice. But I don't know. If I had a player of the game,
It's hard to go wrong with any
It's
of the
hard to go
choices.
wrong. I could just, random number generate any of the numbers on here and be happy with the result. So everyone played great. One of my underrated players, I'll go Bobby DeChico. Great
He had a
assist.
great
Him and
game.
Santoro.
Him and Santoro had a
Two
great
guys
game.
that didn't score. Give it a little shout out too. But Owen Thomas, I mean, you can't say nothing
yeah.
about him. He's the best. But I think that's going to do it for us. I don't really have anything else here.
I want to say Darlin
Bursley.
Bursley
There you go.
had 37 saves.
Not a bad
Valiant effort.
on 46 shots on goal.
But
That's going to do it for us here at the Plex. For Spencer Ball and JP Barry, have a good night.